an adventure.
Get on the sofa. Get on the sofa over there. That's my gun, dude. That's mine. Give my gun back. Stop! Stop!
This week on GunVenture, we travel into the world of personal safety in our first-person defender series, where good guy role players come face-to-face with unknown attackers in real-world scenarios and fight their way out. Chris Serino offers training techniques and tips for different situations anyone could face.
A serious issue that is really plaguing everyone today, including myself, is cell phones. We've got our heads in our phones all too often, whether we're stopped at a red light, maybe parked in a parking lot, even walking through the malls, walking from point A to point B. You're in that hotel room and you're checking your phone on the way to the room. You don't even know if you're going into the right room sometimes because your head's constantly in your phone. What makes it worse is when they add the earbuds to it and they're listening to music or doing something like that. The best way to stay aware of your surroundings is by keeping your head up, scanning and watching what's going on around you. Have to resist the urge to constantly have your head in your phone. You'll hear a lot of times when people will say, this person came out of nowhere. And the reality is, they probably actually saw that same person 1, 2, maybe even 3 times in passing, but never really took note of them. Never looked them in the eye, never noticed what they were wearing, never looked at their hands. But yet, when something bad happens, they're surprised. And the response is, man, he came out of nowhere.
Take someone who knows guns but doesn't have much training. Give him a carry method he's never used. Insert bad guy and watch what happens.
My name is David. I'm a paramedic. I know what it's like being under a stressful situation. It's life or death. You have to make the right decision at the time. So I understand how you can get your fingers feeling heavy, how your brain can feel a little bewildered and things like that when the stress hits you. Started out hunting with my father, like a lot of people did when I was a child. And then I did some cowboy action shooting 15, 20 years ago, and then I've been doing some USPSA ever since. I carry most of the time whenever I'm not at work. Of course, being a paramedic, you don't get to see frequently the good side of human nature. I pretty much avoid any place where the increases of the likelihood of myself getting shot or having to use a weapon in any way.
David's got a lot of experience. He's seen a lot of good and bad in people. I'm a little concerned with David's mindset. He may be setting himself up to not be ready by thinking he's more prepared by avoiding problems. Bad things happen all over. Sure, it's going to be more prevalent on the bad sides of town, but bad things can happen in good places too. And if you think it's not going to happen there, your first reaction is likely to be surprise, and that is a bad reaction. Not every scenario that we put someone in demands an armed response. Sometimes it's just good to be a nice witness. So we'll see what happens with David today. I'm using the Ruger LCR today. It's going to work out great. It's already situated and set up for some munitions. Okay. And I've got you this sweet crossbreed ankle holster.
Never worked from an ankle holster in my life.
Well, this will be something new,
okay.
So it's going to be really good. With a little bit of knowledge, you'll be surprised at how great they are.
All right.
All right, so let's get you geared up.
Chris shows David how to wear the ankle holster inside the calf. Crew members in yellow shirts are out of play and should be considered to be invisible.
I know zero about ankle holsters. It's not something we really do in competition, and I don't go outside my comfort zone.
Get up!
Did you see that guy?
Get up! Get up! What? Go to the bathroom!